Once upon a time, in a bustling coastal town named Oak Haven, the people lived a simple but hard-working life. The town was beautiful, but it was often struck by fierce typhoons. Recently, a super typhoon had swept through Oak Haven, leaving behind a trail of destruction. Roofs were torn off, streets were flooded, and many small businesses were entirely ruined. In the heart of this broken town lived an older woman named Eleanor. Eleanor was known for her warm silver hair and a smile that could light up the darkest room. She owned a small bakery. Even though the storm had destroyed half of her shop, Eleanor didn't sit down and cry. Instead, she used her surviving clay oven to bake fresh, warm bread, sharing it with her neighbors. One gray morning, a young mother named Chloe ran into Eleanor's half-broken shop. Chloe was covered in mud, her clothes were soaked, and she was crying uncontrollably. The storm had washed away her small vegetable stall, her only source of income. Worse still, her husband, David, worked at a distant port city to send money home, but the storm had cut off all communication. She hadn't heard from him in weeks. "Eleanor, I am finished," Chloe sobbed, collapsing onto a wooden chair. "My stall is gone. My children are hungry. David might be hurt, or worse. I feel like the universe is punishing me. We are going to starve." Eleanor gently wiped the mud from Chloe's face and handed her a warm piece of bread. She looked deeply into Chloe's panicked eyes and said, "Eat this, my dear, and while you eat, let me tell you a story." Chloe sniffled and listened. "Years ago," Eleanor began, "there was a hard-working fisherman named Arthur. One night, a terrible storm sank his only boat. The next morning, Arthur sat on the beach crying bitterly. He thought his life was over. An old wise woman named Beatrice walked by and asked why he was crying. Arthur pointed to the ocean and said, 'The sea took my boat. I have nothing left.' Beatrice looked at the shore, pointed to the broken pieces of wood washing up, and said, 'You have lost your boat, but you have not lost your hands. You have wood to make traps, and you have torn nets that can be fixed. If you only look at what has sunk, you will drown in your tears. But if you look at what is still floating, you will survive.'" Eleanor held Chloe's hands tightly. "Chloe, Arthur didn't get his boat back by magic, but by changing his focus, he found the strength to build crab traps from the broken wood. He survived because he changed his thinking. Positive thinking isn't a magic spell that makes problems disappear. It is the light that helps you see the opportunities hidden in the ruins." Chloe stopped crying. She looked at her own hands. She realized that sitting in fear wouldn't feed her children. The next morning, Chloe woke up, looked at the messy town, and took a deep breath. She said out loud, "I still have my hands, and I have my community." She didn't wait for a miracle. She went straight to the ruins of her stall, dug through the mud, and salvaged the vegetables that were still good. She brought them to Eleanor. Together, they started baking vegetable buns. Chloe then walked around the neighborhood, trading the buns for clean water and rice. She even helped clear debris from her neighbors' yards in exchange for small meals. Her resilience and bright smile quickly became a beacon of hope for Oak Haven. Seeing Chloe work so hard, the other villagers also stopped complaining and started rebuilding together. A month later, a relief truck finally managed to enter the town. Stepping off the truck was David. He had been trapped at the port, working double shifts day and night to earn enough money to hire a ride back to Oak Haven. David ran through the town, terrified that he would find his wife broken and starving. Instead, he found Chloe standing in front of a newly built community food stall, laughing and serving warm meals to the children. When they embraced, David was amazed. "How did you survive all of this?" he asked, with tears in his eyes. Chloe smiled, looking over at Eleanor in the distance. "I realized that the storm could take my stall, but it couldn't take my hope," she replied. To sum up, life is very much like the unpredictable weather of Oakhaven. Storms will come. You might lose your job, fail an exam, or face heartbreaking difficulties. But the true power of positive thinking is not pretending that the storm didn't happen. It is not sitting around waiting for a magical rescue. Positive thinking is the courage to look at the wreckage and ask, "What can I do with what I have left?" It keeps your mind calm so your hands can get to work. When you focus on solutions rather than problems, you not only save yourself, but you also inspire everyone around you. So, the next time you face a tough situation, take a deep breath, look at your own hands, and start building from the broken pieces. If this story brought value to your day and inspired you to keep going, please leave a like, drop a comment below, sharing a tough time you've overcome, and don't forget to subscribe to Hopecraft English. Turn on the notification bell so we can continue learning English and growing together through meaningful stories. See you in the next video.